She's in. 2008 TIFFIN PHAETON. This is the good side. No damage on this side at all. Just needs a good clean. We managed to get it running this morning. Someone's pinched the reversing lights on both sides there. We thought the front was fire damage, but it's not. It's just a plastic coating, protective coating, so we pulled a bit off of it. So the paint's all good on the front. Once we take that off, now to the nasty bit. It's been stood next to a fire, so all the sides scorched. The roof has been a bit warm, but some nice person has been around snipping wires, pinched the hydraulic pump and kit for the levelling jacks, and they've also been cutting wires there, so we don't know what's missing there. So we've got a lot of electrical work to do and paint to do. All the wires hanging off at the back. Someone's pinched the lights out of it. I think this has all happened in the UK, because the pictures of it in America wasn't like that. So we've got some graft on. So Ian's had a good day on the camper. He's the first shoot of primer on. So we're now going to formulate a plan to add the quad lights and a row of 6 lights there, which will be side lights and indicators. We've stabilised all of these panels now. They've all been drilled and had expanding foam put on them where the heat had lifted the panels. Still a lot of work to do on the side, same again. It's all been drilled and stabilised, so we'll start working on that side now. We've completely removed the panel for the rear slide, and we're going to it was that bad that it just have to be replaced, that so that's starting to get there. So yeah, still got a mountain to climb, but we are certainly moving forward. As they say, if you want to eat an elephant, you just have to do it one bite at a time. We're about 3 bites in. So the main headlamp section indicators and side lights has been cut out. What we need to do is reproduce these countersunk areas on the holes that have been cut, and how we do that is we use a plastic cup. Oh, he said, as the plastic cup blows away. Come here, boy. So the plastic cup goes in like that, gets hot glued in, and then we fiberglass the back and then pull the cup out, and we'll be left with a mounting point for the side lights, indicators and main beams. So the bus conversion front continues. The 4 main lamps and then the driving lamps will be these Hella Ring 90mm projector lamps, which used to be fitted to TVRs with these stainless steel rings, but they don't exist anymore. So we are in the process of making some fiberglass backs, which these will mount to. And Ian has already stuck them on there, you can see. So he's busy putting up other ones on the back there. So we'll do a first fit of all the lights. So bus update. That's the largest of the 4 slides. Now the panel's off. Back section off. We'll need to cut that section out there. Back section is okay, we don't need to replace that, we can repair that. So just that one section left to cut out. The section that's come off there, we will now use as a template to make another one. So that's the first panel. There's the original panel, been pulled out. A brand new flat panel with a lovely gloss finish, which will be knocked back for the paint. It's now fitted. Down in here. Cole's finishing off the slide out panel there, just giving it a knock back. This is the main slide out panel, all been glassed and it's just drying off. That'll come out of off the mould tomorrow. Happy days. Bus update, all of the side has now been replaced with brand new 5mm fiberglass gel coated panels. That's right from the front into the main slide, through the centre section, onto the rear slide, bottom of the rear slide, and the damaged section on the back. So we took a few steps forward and a couple of steps back, but I think that's the proper way to do it. My plan is to make this side 100% better than the American side. The American side, although it looks good, has got ripples and bits and bobs in it. So the plan is to beat the Yanks at their own game. So that's the first part of the front paint. 3 stages. That was the dark silver. Well, first of all, it was a light silver with the dark silver over the top. Bit of custom work with the black over silver, and we've still got a little bit more to do in the centre. We've had to seal it with a quick flash of lacquer, just to stop the base from lifting, and we'll be continuing tomorrow. There's another coat of lacquer to go on, and that'll be flatted back, and then there's a stencil with some writing, interesting writing to go on it, which will just have a light shimmer of metal flake in it, which will flash when the sun hits it, and then it'll have 3 more coats of lacquer, and then it'll be knocked back, flattened, polished, and then we'll move on to the sides. Okay, so the front is now painted. We just put another 4 coats of lacquer. We've done we did the first 4-stage paint system, which was the silver, light grey, metallic silver, and then black. Then lacquered it, and then in the second coat of lacquer, we put a Louis Vuitton stencil right across the bus, pulled the tape off, and then put a lilac metal flake, which you can't really see the flake in it with no sunlight on it. Lilac metal flake, which when it went over the grey, it turned a slightly different colour, on the silver different colour, and then in the black it went blue. So that's where we are with that. So I would think tomorrow we'll start flattening that back and polishing it. There's plenty of lacquer on, so we should get a reasonably good finish on it. I'm very pleased with that. I'm sure it will divide opinion, the Louis Vuitton stencil, but it's mine and that's what we're doing. It's as much about showcasing our abilities as doing something that I really like. But there it is. This camper van was never a bus for shrinking violets anyway. So there we go. Another day, another dollar. That's the headlamp bezels. I've had a quick lashing of black gloss. You only see like that top 5mm when it's in the camper anyway. Ian has just fitted the indicators and side lights. Both sides look very smart, and he'll be fitting the headlamp shortly. So that's the side lights, indicators, the low beam and main beam lights with an extra pair of main beam lights fitted. All modern LEDs. Very pleased with that. We're just waiting for some brackets to come for the bottom driving lamps. And that'll be the front done, just needs to be plumbed and wired in. So, this nice shiny finish is now getting flattened back first. So what we're doing, 2,000?
1,500.
1,500 then what?
2,000.
And then
3,000.
3,000 then polish. Yeah, so, still got some work to do. See those little spots? They're the low areas, so we have to flat all that back. Other joys. Day 2, flatting back, ready for polishing. That's been done now with 1,500. Ian will continue knocking that back with 2,000, and then some 3,000, and then it'll be polished. Still got some work to do. See the little low spots are still there. Have to do most of them by hand. So yeah, plenty of work to do. The paint has arrived for the side. Just waiting for 4 gallons of lacquer, which we think should do it. Loads of masking tape, pinstriping for the custom work on the side. I've got a busy few days ahead. So today's update on the bus, we've started putting the stencils on there. I wasn't happy with some of the finish underneath the new silver paint, so we've stripped it back again and going to repaint that today or tomorrow in silver. We've come up with a cunning plan because we were struggling to get those to reinstate the decals on this side, doing it by freehand. So we bought a load of baking paper, and we're going to transfer. We're going to draw out. We're going to put the paper on the other side, transfer the stencil to this side, and that should give us an idea where things need to be. Thank you, Joe, for that idea. Today's shenanigans. So we're in the middle of making a stencil on this side, which we can then move on to the other side of the bus to recreate the lines and swirls. And oh, my workers have fallen asleep. Oh dear. First layer, or second layer of black base coat has gone on. Just starting to go off. Woo! Are you excited, Ian? What? Not excited? Oh. So that's the first set of stencils unmasked. Paint's gone on. Now I've got to apply that dark grey to the bottom bits and in a few spots. I'm pleased with that, starting to look like a bus again. So we start to mask up now that dark grey, which goes all the way along the bottom and up to there. There's a few pieces up there. He's already put one grey line in there. And he's going to start putting another one in there. And then I would think tomorrow, after we've done a few small repairs because a little bit of paint's peeled, we'll start putting the lacquer on. 5 gallon is going on there, that's the plan. So that's the last of the base colours on now. That nice light grey. Those bits there, actually, you cut those out, that's where windows are going to be. Same there. But yeah, very pleased with that. A few touch-ups now, and we'll be, as I said, lacquering it tomorrow.